And welcome everybody to a new episode of Flower Circus Talks, episode 112 already. Last week we were talking about marketing with Cal Flowers about their new campaign. But there's another campaign running specifically on spray roses, which is a beautiful project. And today we have Jurjen Ilsink in our Flower Circus Talks, and he can talk about spray roses, I think, for hours. We will try to keep it in half an hour, but he's part of the spray roses dynasty, I must say. So let's quickly invite him into the live stream, and let's talk about spray roses and the world of spray roses. And there he is. Jurjen, welcome. How are you?
Very good. Good to see you.
I see a big smile. I see roses all around you. I'll even show it to the audience like this, so you can see his between the roses. Beautiful.
Roses, special roses, the flows. We've got on this side something different, reflex, which is a bicolor, and well, all different types of roses. So yes, bit in the pink colors today.
Yeah, and as you can or as we already can see, there's a lot of variety in colors, but also in shapes in spray roses.
Yes, that's right. There's big differences. We've got trendsetters, which are a bit garden shaped, flows, which are have the nice curves in it, and there's a wide range of spray roses. I think at the moment there's probably like 200 varieties on the market.
Wow.
Yes, and with the world of spray roses, we have a wide range of the spray roses available.
Yeah, there's a spray rose for everybody actually. So
exactly.
Yeah. So world of spray roses. I see a lot of names behind you of growers. Please talk me through what's world of spray roses. What do they do?
Yeah, so the World of Sprayroses is a unique collective of 23 spray rose growers and a breeder. Together with this group, we want to make promotion for the spray rose. In the last couple of years, we've seen the market rising for spray roses. People more and more start to understand what spray roses are. For the people who are looking at the live stream, who may not know what a spray rose is, it's basically a rose, but instead of one stem with one flower, it's one stem with several flowers and at least 5 or 6 per stem. Okay. So, last year we started talking to a lot of growers, and we decided to start a campaign and create a foundation around it, which is the World of Spray Roses. Yeah. So we've got 23 members from all over the world, from Kenya, from Ethiopia, Colombia, Ecuador, the Netherlands, and China. Wow. These countries also are the main production countries of spray roses. So, we've got, for example, Afriflora, which is very much a company based on retail. We've got the Black Tulip Group, Brown Roses, Franse Roses. Franse is a new grower in Holland, which used to be in regular roses and especially Red Naomi, and is now changed to a few spray roses as well. He still has Red Naomi, but also spray roses now.
Okay.
We've got the Fontana Group. We've got more exclusive, the Groove, Redlands, Panakal, Mola River. We then, of course, have passion growers from Colombia, Ecuador. Roseto, Sian, Subati, Sunrise, Tambuzi. Then we've got Van den Burg roses in Kunming. Cetus roses, Vorn roses, Waridi, and Interplant.
That's a big list, but the great thing, I think, it is called the World of Spray Roses, but what we normally see when there's a project promoting a flower, it's very much just stays in one country. But this is really from all over the world. The spray rose growers together. So that makes it a very impressive project.
Exactly. This is also, as we believe, the first project in our sector which is doing a worldwide collective. As you say, there's different collectives of growers who promote their products, but they're mainly located in one country or in one region. So yeah, it makes it sometimes, well, you've got all types of people together, which makes it very interesting. People have different ideas of how we should promote, and all this together makes it very unique, actually.
Yeah, and you started during the pandemic. Were you already thinking about it before the pandemic, or yeah, did it speed up things?
Well, the pandemic probably speeded up it a bit. We thought about the idea. Then we got in contact with 2Design, which is popular, or which is a company that's doing for different groups promotion. They did all the design of the book and etc. We'll come later to what we've done exactly.
Yeah.
And together with them, we started brainstorming. We had this plan, but well, what could make it interesting for the growers to join? Because of course it needs to have a unique point for the growers as well. And how can we grow the market together? So after quite some brainstorm sessions, beginning 2021, we officially started end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah. So you're running half a year now. I mean, and it's online. There's an enormous amount of inspiration, pictures, which is beautiful, which is on the website, which you can use as well, so people can download it. But on your social media channels, I see a lot of things coming with the inspiration. So
Yes.
and those pictures, I mean, they are fantastic. I can show some of them, but I advise everybody to go to the World of Sprayroses to check them out, because this is of a very high level.
Yeah, so we started with 2 photo shoots because we needed content before we could start.
Yeah.
So we did different types of settings. For the first shoot, we at least chose to stay in Holland and make or use the popular spots like Amsterdam. We went to the beach in Holland. We've done some interior shooting. Well, obviously, spray roses are very popular during wedding season, so we could not forget the wedding season.
Yeah.
So we had different themes. We had about 2 weeks of shooting, and at the end, we put it all together in the World of Sprayrose book. So in the book is basically inspiration for florists, for consumers, wedding planners, event planners, etc.
Yeah.
And there's also the whole assortment of spray roses, which is available via all the partners.
Yeah.
So that's where we started with it, actually.
Yeah. And that book was launched during the Flower Bazaar, where the week when there were all the events or the exhibitions in Holland. Luckily, we were just in between lockdowns and everything in Holland. So
yes, that's right. Yes.
But
so
you had a special guest there.
We even had a special guest who very much likes spray roses, Dmitry Turkan from Russia. He is a big spray rose lover, and he really liked the idea of the World of Spray Roses. So we invited him as a special guest, and he was very happy to receive the first book of the World of Spray Roses.
Yeah, and I mean, Flower Circus, we've got the book, of course, as well. I mean, it's a beautiful book. I think it should be, whatever floral company should have a book like that. I mean, people waiting for an appointment or just go through it to get some inspiration. It's a must-have. Are there still books available? But because I knew they were really, really popular.
Nearly distributed. I think there's still something like 1,000 left. But within, I think, 3 weeks, they were distributed throughout the entire industry, from exporters to the growers to florists, throughout the whole chain. So
Yeah.
it went incredibly fast. We couldn't even believe that it would go this fast. So yeah, we already looking at how we should carry on with the promotion. So that right now we just launched for Valentine our Valentine brochure.
Yeah.
It's basically again, beautiful photography, then nice pictures of what you can make with the sprays. Then there's the assortment of sprays which is available in the Valentine colors, obviously, on this side as well. And then, of course, very important, all the members are at the back. So if people want to get them, they at least know which growers they should check out.
Yeah. For the people watching who don't have the brochure yet, please check out the link that's in the comments. There you have the e-version of the brochure, so you can find it there. And the book you can also download via the website worldofsprayroses.com, so you can find it. Jimmy England is already saying it looks great, and that's perfect. So already one happy florist there with spray roses out of the many throughout the world. I mean, I think you're spot on with your promotion. We've seen that the spray roses from a side product with the roses is really a product group on itself now.
Yes. Well, what is very interesting about the spray rose and what we've seen in the last couple of years, that the product very much developed from the breeder point of view, but also the cut stage has changed. The trade has accepted more that the flowers should be cut a bit more open. This extends the vase life and makes sure that all the flowers open simultaneously, because that, of course, is always a challenge with the sprays. The assortment got much broader as well. There's different availabilities in reds, in whites, in pinks, orange, yellows, of course. So there's a wide assortment available now as well. So yeah, the spray rose has been in an upward trend in the last couple of years. And with the World of Sprayroses, we want to show even to more people what the possibilities are with the sprays. Yeah,
I think spray roses most of the time were used in wedding bouquets because and whites and pinks were obviously the bigger varieties. But now, yeah, like you said, from orange to all the colors, bicolors as well, different shapes. And I think it's now that people are buying more and more flowers. They found out that flowers bring happiness also during a pandemic. People got more interested in different types of flowers, and a spray rose, I mean, it fits well in every arrangement. It's sometimes I see stems that's already a bouquet on itself.
Exactly. Well, if you ask, of course, a bouquet only spray rose is the nicest what you can get, but it's very good as a product within a bouquet as well. So because it gives volume to a bouquet, that we see a trend that, of course, as we call it, the Blue Moon type bouquets.
Yeah, the field bouquets.
Bouquet, there also a spray rose fits very well in it. In that type of bouquets, it's very good. And of course, in wedding, it has been popular for years.
I mean, that's a perfect occasion to do it. Jimmy England is saying we always have spray roses in our shop every week, so you can see already. I mean, I think the spray roses quickly developed into a great product that is a must-have for every florist every week.
Yes, and for the florist, there's very unique types. Now also there's a lot of retail varieties available. It's not, well, we see it more and more in retail bouquets as well. but because it's now distinguishing in a retail product and a florist product, we can serve the entire industry as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and having all those growers behind you as well, that makes it much easier to. I mean, obviously, some growers are specialized in retail, some are specialized in florist and even weddings. I mean, that's maybe even a class higher as well. So there's a spray rose for every florist.
yes,
You
that's
just mentioned already cutting stage. Cutting stage is something that's really important. I'm already quite old, so I remember when we went from first red to Grand Prix. First red was always very tight cutting stage, a red single rose for the people who are younger than me. And then we moved to Grand Prix, which was way bigger, but needed another cutting stage. So for the people who know on auction, it's 1 until 4. 1 is really tight and 4 is really open. And those roses needed cutting stage 3. But a lot of people were against it because they thought it has to be tight so it can open and it has more time. It took a lot of time to convince the people that having a rose that's on cutting stage 3 will last longer in the vase. I think with the same happened with spray roses. There was I know your father had a whole crusade,
yeah,
even making a great video about it as well, and showing all the tests. That cutting stage is really important for spray roses as well.
yeah. So exactly as you said, we found the vase life improves, but it mainly also has to do with the opening of the flower, because as an end consumer, we want the flower to open.
Yeah,
Um, as a Dutch consumer, maybe we are very used to fresh flowers, and the fresh flower is, of course, a flower that is very tight because then it has a long time on the vase to open. But the reality is a bit different. An open flower will last longer on the vase, and it's not that it's completely open; it will still do something on the vase, but
yeah,
it's little less than maybe when it's very tight. And we've done research with different organizations to see how we could improve it.
yeah. So that's, I mean, it's all together. I mean, you can promote a product, but the product has to be good. It has to be available. That you've got all those boxes ticked with all those growers behind you there.
Yeah,
Uh, all the inspiration you're sending out now a special brochure as well for Valentine's Day, and not only the inspiration, also the colors that match or the varieties that match, which is really cool.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, uh, what's the next step with World of Sprayroses? Actually, is there a next step, or are you keep on continue to inspire the florists and also the retailers around the world, or?
Well, so we together with 23 partners, we signed an agreement for 3 years. So the next for at least 3 years, and then we see how we carry on. But for the next coming 3 years, we will keep on promoting. We have a lot of different ideas. We're going to work with some interesting florists. We want to show via YouTube videos how you work with spray roses, what can you make with it, how do you use the product. We will launch a few more of the brochures. I just showed you the Valentine one. We'll do that for the different seasons. So, for example, Eastern, wedding season, and autumn one. We will still be present at, for example, the Flower Bazaar. The Flower Bazaar is is a bit of different type of show
Yeah,
for our industry, where we want to inspire people. It's not that much about which variety do we see, but it's more about what is the product, how can we do something different with the product.
yeah,
Um, and well, we're looking into how are we going to connect our industry with other industries. For example, how are we going to get the hotel chains? How are we going to get the restaurants involved? How can we work together to make something very special out of the product?
Yeah, I mean, flowers should be part of a lifestyle as well. So if you're decorating a house, flowers should be a part, or flowers and spray roses should be a part of it.
Yes, that's of course where we aim for. That it's a daily product for people. Not that they need to buy it on a daily basis, but more that you always have flowers in your house. And we at least we are very happy to have flowers in our house every day, and even
Yeah,
I see them all day, and I also have them in my house. So yeah.
yeah, and studies prove it. If you have flowers, if you give a woman flowers, she's happier for 3 days. So every 3 days, give your woman flowers, and you'll have a happy wife. I mean, that's that's how it works.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Just out of interest, I mean, I love spray roses. Can you tell me a little bit more? Because how long does it take, for example, to breed a new variety? How long does it take to grow a spray rose? Is it longer than a normal rose, or how does it happen?
Well, the very initial start of the spray rose started years and years and years ago. And before the first real good spray rose was on the market, took around 25 years.
Wow.
And that product probably nowadays is not even a very good product anymore because it again improved. So on a yearly basis, there's a lot of new spray roses made, which
Yeah.
we then test and test and test and test. We show them to our partners of the World of Sprayroses, but also the other spray rose growers, and they test them. And if it works out for them, if the results are good, well, before we are at that stage that it gets a commercial planting, it takes around 5, 6, 7 years.
Wow.
Before it's on the market. So the spray rose we create today is the spray rose of the
27.
for
Yeah.
2028, 2029. So yeah, that takes quite a while. And yeah, well, even then, sometimes there's mistakes made, and sometimes there's an amazing rose in between. And we always hope that we have the amazing roses.
Yeah.
And
I can imagine. But I mean, with other flowers, does a normal rose also have some side buds, and do you take them away, or is it just the breeding that it makes it with so many different flowers on one stem?
yes, so single roses also have the side shoots.
Yeah.
You always take them off, but they do grow very different because with the spray rose, the spray gets simultaneously to the top,
Yeah.
and all the flowers should open at the same time. As normally with these side shoots, if you let them go, then the main flower will open, but the other flowers or the side shoots, which will start the flower, will come later or won't even flower during the process. So it's a bit different, but well, genetically they're the same, so, or they're close to each other. They're the same family.
And do you take out the central flower, so the other flowers flower directly, or with breeding you made it like that it's a whole screen or a whole bouquet of flowers? Because with chrysanthemums, I know they take away the central flower, so the rest will flower at the same time, so you get a spray. Is it with roses?
Yes, this happens as well with spray roses. You take away the main bud, and then the other buds will shoot simultaneously and will open also simultaneously.
Yeah.
At least that's what should happen. You of course, not all varieties do that, but at the same, well, they should all open at the same time. And otherwise, the main flower will always open first.
Yeah, I mean, and that takes the most energy as well. So the beautiful flowers as we see around you, and let me show it one more time. I mean, beautiful, seeing them flowering simultaneously as well. That takes many years of effort and patience as well to get them as beautiful as they are, as you were showing them now.
Exactly. Yes.
And luckily, we have the time with us that people are more interested in flowers, promoting them now as well with the World of Sprayroses, showing people what they can do with it. That's really cool. But just already some vases together next to each other looks really nice.
What actually is very interesting with this specific variety is that this one came by sea. This is a sea freight rose.
Okay.
As you see, even the sea freight is improving, and we're getting nice varieties out of sea freight as well now.
Yeah. We had Jeroen from Flower Watch telling about sea freight in one of our Flower Circus talks as well, and explaining us how it's possible that sea freight with a couple of weeks transport time can be of the same quality as air freight. And I think that's very interesting for the people who haven't seen it. Please check out that episode of Flower Circus Talks, because a lot of things are going on. We're still experiencing problems with transportation all over the world. With Valentine's Day, it's going to be tricky as well.
It's going to be very tricky with Valentine's Day, with all the problems within the industry at the moment, with, as you say, transport, political situations, etc. This will make this a tough couple of weeks for the Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine, and I mean the holidays are following each other up quite rapidly, with Women's Day coming up, UK Mother's Day. We've got France Grandmother's Day, which I think from origin is also a day where a lot of spray roses are given to the grandmothers with the smaller bouquets. So it's a real good fit. So many things going on. Is it something you as a group talk with each other as well? Promoting is one thing, but having them together, probably it's about all those other things as well.
Yes, well, as a group, we discuss them maybe, but that's more on individual levels together.
Yeah.
It's not really a group strategy at the moment to look into this together. But you never know what the future brings. It might be something we will look in together.
Yeah.
So that's might be interesting.
Wow, really cool. And yeah, I really love all those spray roses. And like you said before, there are still some books left. You can get them from your supplier, probably in Holland. If you're working with an export company, ask them for the World of Sprayroses book, and also the brochure that's specially made for Valentine's Day. And more inspiration is on their way. If you can't wait for that, check out Facebook and Instagram.
And also on the website, there's a link where you can subscribe or send a message to us. We will then receive an email, and we can send you the book. Just leave your address behind, and well, we ship worldwide the books. So,
Okay.
well, the easiest way normally is via one of your exporters, but even if that's not possible, then we'll try something else.
Yeah, we already have Jimmy saying, perfect, I would like to have it. Still
Great.
florist
One to Jimmy.
in Sweden, so you have to send it to Sweden. Maybe it's nice to bring. It's probably nice and snowy over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. No, I'm happy that Jimmy likes to work with spray roses. And well, if you have a great great bouquets with spray roses, please share them with us as well on our social media channels. We are happy to share that.
Yeah. So just tag World of Sprayroses, and they will show your work as well. And not only for Jimmy, but all the florists out there. If you have something a nice creation with spray roses, share it with World of Sprayroses, and they will share it with the world again. So every florist is special, and every florist can make his own beautiful designs. So show it and show your passion. And there's so many things possible with spray roses, and maybe you as a florist can inspire 100 other florists, and you can get some inspiration from those florists.
Well, of course, that's what we really hope to achieve, that we get a YouTube channel where we have florists who show what they can do with spray roses. And well, maybe one day we will make another book or something else with only creations of the different florists. So we always looking at new content. And with the new content, we will for sure make use of it.
Yeah, I mean, you already have the growers from all over the world. How cool will it be that you have florists from all over the world showing their local style, what they do with spray roses?
Exactly, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and well, actually, we're looking into a construction how we can get or spray rose ambassadors, who then will always be the first to get all the latest news, receive flowers from us where they can work with. So we're looking into a construction how we can get some ambassadors out there in the world. But I'm sure in a couple of months to come, we'll have a solution for that.
Yeah, I think that's the nice thing in the floral industry. Always looking for something new. Always looking for, new things. That's. I mean, we've got hit really hard during the pandemic in the beginning, but I mean, our industry stood up really fast as well, and look at where we are now, which is really cool. A lot of new initiatives like the World of Sprayroses. I mean, you saw what was happening in the world, and you said, okay, there was a plan maybe for later, but okay, let's push it through, and let's go for it. And I mean, I think we have the time with us as well. That's what I said last week as well with Kel Flowers. People are so interested in flowers, and we need to keep them with us because they're now interested in flowers. So we need to feed them with all information, new varieties, new things that they can do with it. And actually, you already got your first ambassador in. Jimmy is saying would love to be an ambassador.
Great.
So, there he is. That's really cool. And other people, maybe if you're shy, just send an email to Jurjen, just to the World of Sprayroses, or send your pictures in, and they will show them.
Also, send a message. We one way or another, we will be able to get in touch with other people.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's with spray rose, it's always good. So don't worry, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Jurjen, thank you so much for your time. I mean, it's great talking to you, and see your passion. I mean, I see your eyes twinkling when you speak about spray roses and telling about it. And I mean, it's so cool to see those people in the industry working hard and just to make the whole world happy with their flowers.
Well, thank you very much, John. It was a pleasure to be part of your Flower Talks. And as we like to say, let's show the world the endless possibilities of spray roses.
Yeah, let's do so. So great. Thank you so much again for your time. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope to see you next week. Next week we're going to have a live show again with Max Hurto. So we're going to see some beautiful inspiration, and we're going to make inspiration for the females because we've got the 8th of March coming up, International Women's Day. We've got the UK Mother's Day coming up. We've got the Grandmother's Day coming up. So we're going to make bouquets for the little girls until the grandmothers. So check it out next week.